Live with CDP Sports Talk, a weekly sports and entertainment podcast sponsored by Barry Cullen Chevrolet. Live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. And on audio via Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Anchor FM, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Radio Public, and TuneIn. Now, here's your host, Chris Palme.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another late night edition of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, brought to you by our friends at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership, located at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Auto Mall. Check out their website, barrycullen.com, for the newest selection of new and pre-owned GM vehicles, along with their great selection of all-electric vehicles and Cadillac vehicles as well. You can call the dealership at 519-824-0210 and tell them Chris Palme sent you, or you can email them at info@barrycullen.com. Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership has been family run and operated here in the city of Guelph since 1969. And speaking of Barry Cullen Chevrolet right now, it is wintertime. We're getting a lot of snow and cold weather here. And if you're looking for quality winter tires, check out the service department at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership. Greg, Sarah, Lisa can assist you with getting quality winter tires for your vehicle. And also with this cool weather here tonight, it's like minus 21 with the wind chill here near Toronto. The cold weather can be hard on your car battery. So right now at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership, they're doing a free 12-volt battery charge test. And if you happen to need a new battery, you can receive a $20 instant rebate as well. More details at barrycullenchevrolet.com or drop by the dealership as well. Good evening, everybody, on this late night again for the second straight night on this Friday, February 6, 2026. Another cold, chilly night here in Southern Ontario. And I'm looking forward to my guest tonight. We met on TikTok through social media, and we're going to bring our guest on right now. Her name is Joyce Chua. She is the founder of Lumira Circle, and she is from Malaysia on the other side of the world. So we're going to bring her on right now. Good afternoon, Joyce. How are you doing? Happy Saturday in your area.
Hi, I'm great, Chris. It's an honor for you to invite me to your platform. I was shocked because I just started Lumira Circles, and there are a few podcasters actually invited me. Just started, not even launching yet. So I'm actually very honored. I'm really blessed of that.
Well, thank you so much. And my show is a very diverse show with guests and topics. And you're now my 10th country around the world that's been on my show as well. So this technology is amazing. It's been amazing. And it's the guests that make a great show. And I just happen to reach out to people. And social media, you hear the negative aspects of it. But if you use it the right way, you can find a new career. And I've had a number of guests on from TikTok and other social media platforms as well. So, Joyce, you're from Malaysia, Asia. Now, I'm based here in Canada. Can you tell our audience that's watching our show right now live or on audio a little bit about Malaysia and Asia?
Well, I'm Joyce. I'm actually based in Malaysia. There are 14 states altogether. I'm actually based in Johor, which is a 30 minutes drive from to Singapore. So it's really, really nearby. So if you want to go Singapore from Johor to Singapore, it's about 30 minutes. Don't talk about the traffics. So Malaysia is basically a diverse country. We have the Malays, which is the main populations. We have the Chinese, we have the Indians, we have different ethnicity, the Sabahan, the Sarawakians. And the best part about Malaysia is we have diverse of foods. The cultures, the foods here are one of the best here. And the beaches, we have beautiful beaches across Malaysia here.
Now, how big is Malaysia population-wise?
Oh God, the population-wise, if I remember correctly, it's about, it's about 28 million, if I couldn't recall. Yeah.
So it's
I'm so,
similar to Canada. It's similar to Canada because Canada is about 33, 34 million people. And by the way, you mentioned how diverse your area is. Canada is very diverse too, with different cultures and different foods and languages and that as well.
oh, that's nice. I've not been to Canada, but I've been to US couple of times.
Yeah.
So I would love to have this opportunity to go Canada. Maybe I can see you, Chris, one day.
Yes. Yes, that would be nice. And I'll be honest, I've never been on an airplane yet, so I'm gonna have to go on an airplane at some point.
Yeah, you should come to Malaysia. It's beautiful here. And the
Yeah.
tropical weather, you'll love the tropical. It's a little bit humid, but it's nice. You can wear something that is casual. You don't have winter clothing, no need autumn clothing. It's just casual. Your Hawaiian suit come all the way here.
Now, what's the climate like? Here in Canada, we have our four seasons, our hot, humid summers, then we have fall, cold winters, and then spring. Do you have four seasons there as well?
No, we just have tropical all year long. It's always summer all the year. It can
Wow.
get from 28 degrees Celsius, can get up to 36 degrees Celsius with high humidity. But generally, we get a lot of sunlight.
Wow. And we do Celsius here too in Canada as well.
Right.
So, but what's for people that have never been there, what's some of the traditional foods there?
Okay, we have the diverse foods. We have the Malay. We have the Malay food, which is very famous, popular. We call it nasi lemak, with a lot of spices. We call it sambal. It's curry spices. We have Indian food, Indian spices. We have Chinese authentic foods, and the Chinese we have variations. We have a Cantonese foods. We have the Hokkien style. We have the Teochew style. That's a lot of it. A lot different kind of food. Even the Indian food, they have the northern, they have the southern. Even the Malay food, they have the Kelantan food, they have the Terengganu food, they have the KL cosmopolitan food. Different kind of foods you have. Variety of foods here.
What are some of the most popular attractions?
I think most popular attractions here is definitely the cosmopolitan Kuala Lumpur and the beach. A lot of the expats, a lot of foreign, they love to go to the beach. We have beautiful beaches in Redang, in Tioman, in Pangkor. Those are really, really beautiful white sandy beaches. Those are really originals. And in my states here, there are a lot of different kind of islands, and their beach are real white sandy beach. Those are not man-made.
Now,
That,
how many? Oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
no, I'm just saying that a lot of people come here because of the beaches, the white sandy
Beaches.
beaches. Yeah.
Wow, good to know. And also, how many languages do you speak and people speak there too as well? And for English, was English hard to learn as well?
No, we English is part of our language.
Okay.
We have our own language, which is Bahasa Malaysia. We have English. We have Mandarin in Chinese. We have Cantonese. We have our own dialects, Hokkien, Teochew. In Indian, they have their own Tamil. Yeah, but most of the times in Malaysia, in Chinese they speak Mandarin or Cantonese. Otherwise, they speak a mix of everything. Usually, they have a mix of a Malay and English, the Chinese and the English. It's always is there. There will be some kind of words of English coming out.
And as for music, what are some of the music? What's like the music like there?
You mean the music? I don't really follow the entertainment industry, honestly. Yeah.
And right now, the time, I believe you guys are at what, 12:17 p.m. So you're
12.
probably 13 hours ahead of us on the East Coast here in Canada.
Yeah.
What's one fun fact about Malaysia? One fun fact.
One fun fact: food.
And do you have a favorite dessert? Is there a favorite dessert down there?
My favorite dessert, I would say, is the chendol. Chendol is a mix of a jelly, ice, different kind of variety. So chendol is origin from the Muslim. It's a Muslim and the Indians. They kind of like diverse it together to become a chendol. So it's kind of like you get it from the street. It's a street food. It's a street food by itself. It's really really nice. It's a bit sweet. It's cold. Chendol is basically my favorite dessert.
And what about drinks? What's the favorite drink down there in Malaysia?
Drink.
Drinks, yeah.
Drinks. Drinks.
Besides water.
We love coffee here. We have Chinese coffee, we have Malaysian coffee, different types of coffee. We love coffee. I drink Americano, I drink espresso, I drink the Chinese one, we call it a kopi C kosong. We drink the Malay coffee, which is a little bit sweeter. It's like 3-in-1, a mix of sugar, coffee, and the sweetener. So we have different type of coffee.
I'm going to have to go down. I'm going to have to one day visit Malaysia.
You should, Chris. You better come here. It's really nice.
Okay, deal. And we're going to get into some questions, Joyce. And I'm based here in Canada near Toronto. Can you just tell our audience a little bit about yourself and your background?
Oh, okay, sure. I'm okay. I'm. Should I tell my age? Okay, I'm
That's up to you. That's up to you.
I'm 50 years old. I'm a proud mama. I'm also an entrepreneur myself, and I truly believe that everyone need to wake up with the intentions of with a purpose. You need to have a purpose. This is what you can actually have fulfillment in life. For me, it's about waking up every day. It's like you show up for yourself, you keep going, and you reflect at the end of the day. So this is me. So it's like, what did I committed today? It's like, how could I get better? How can I grow from it? How should I feel? How do I feel at the end of the day? So I've been working throughout my life for the past 25 years in branding, in marketing, PR, sales, and diverse to sales and business development. I was working in multinationals companies, marketing, doing marketing branding. I was the head, spearheading the brand like Dermalogica, the laundry company called Cecily, the body shops. And I was purely doing branding and marketing. But what I studied was totally different ballgame. I was graduated from University of London, specialized in economics. And it was not relevant at all. So I was basically going to something that I really like, marketing, branding, and I learned everything on my own. At that point of time, I don't have the money to study marketing, all those things. I actually observed, I learned, I look at the market trend, I check on the competition. So this is how I gather. It's like kind of jigsaw puzzle. I put it into a perspective, into a big pictures, then I have a plan, then I have my executions, I have my strategy. So this is how I started it. And then we moved in from Kuala Lumpur. I moved in here about 18 years back. My husband he has his own factory, and I came in to help him and his partners on a business development, sales and business development. It's a B2B business, opening up market for virgin coconut oil. We are also manufacturers for virgin coconut oil and popcorn ingredients. Never knew that I know how to do sales. I have always been like teaching people how to do sales. I was doing marketing. I teach people how to do sales, what are the methodologies, what are the frameworks, what are the frequently asked questions, but I have to be involved myself. So I started to do business development and sales, and I do a lot of exports to Japan, to China, to Korea, to Thailand, to most of the Southeast Asia part. So this is what I do. So after the MCO, I came out and I think that I needed to do something on my own. So I started the business of blow dry spa. It's a very kind of fairy tale concept that specialize. What we do is we specialize in all our ingredients are plant-based. It's wellness. It's a hair spa. Everything is plant-based. It's natural because that's me. Then my daughter has grown up. She's in universities. I think my husband's business is pretty stable. and it triggers me that I needed to do something different for the women. And that's where Lumira Circles was actually triggers me, and it was already in me. I've been working for so many years, 25 years. A lot of times it's a lot of force. I get the result, but it's kind of like you're forcing and pushing to get the result. And my mind, body, and souls are not aligned. At the end of the day, I feel so stressed. I feel like, it's like the kind of after the whole day, yeah, you got it, yeah, but it's you're not truly happy about it. So for the past many years, I've been practicing about mind, body, and soul. When I'm talking about mind, it's giving you clarity when first thing I wake up. What is my intention? What is my purpose? What I'm talking about intentions and purpose is, to me, it's like my checklist and the results that I want to achieve. So I see a directions. It's like my body, I need to have a lot of energy and vitality because you are running a business, you have a home, you have to manage the house, you have to manage the people, the staff. You can be really overwhelmed. I wake up every morning. How do I gain my energy and vitality? I think that's really important. And you don't have to do and I realize that you don't have to do exercise every day for 1 hour because I don't have the time. What I do every morning, I wake up, I practice breath work. I practice detox. I walk the 8 energy, and it's just about 15 minutes and I'm good to go. And I have a lot of energy and vitality. And of course, occasionally when you have time, you can do your 1.5 hours Pilates, your own swimming. It's good. Then I'm talking about my soul. I have been talking to myself. My subconscious. I think it's like your soul is your kind of energy. You need to speak to yourself every day. How do you feel? How do you feel? It's really, really important. I think I've seen a lot of women neglecting. It's not because they are weak, they don't know what they want. It's like they are not aligned. That's the reason why I wanted to create this platform. Lumira Circles is an educational transformations platform where we actually specialize in mind, body, and soul. It's kind of spiritual transformations where we intentions to help women to change their life, to get to know their inner truth, to get to be their best versions of themselves, which they probably didn't realize that. Yeah.
Now, I know you work with women, but for myself, I used to play small and I would shrink, and I've reinvented myself. And it's basically a mindset, but you also have to find that passion. And I can tell, Joyce, from talking to you, how passionate you are. But just thoughts on people playing small and staying shrinking.
You mean people who? Sorry, come again. Your questions.
People, basically, I reworded people that I guess they're complacent, or they play small and they stay small because they're afraid to take risks or step out of their comfort zone. That's what I meant.
Okay. I think people are playing small was because number one is like, okay, I always believe that when I don't have, how I felt is when I don't have the confidence was because I don't have the skills, I don't have the knowledge. This is where I really feel small myself. But what I realized is, right, the moment I wanted to do a project, I learn a bit about it. I don't have to get into the technicals. I need to know the big pictures. I don't have to get into the micro things yet. I get prepared with a plan. I have my strategy in place, and that's where I took execution. That's the only time, it's like, something, you know something, you want to do something, you have a plan. That's the time that you feel more confidence and you have more clarity. You don't really feel small anymore. You know what you're doing. It's like, which directions, the pathway that you want to walk. Even the pathway you want to walk, you are not too sure. But at least, you are 60% there. When you are 60%, you are in that positions, something is not right. You need to pivot. You need to pivot to plan B. If it's going smooth, yeah, you keep going and you keep going. So whenever I feel small, is something that I'm not prepared. This is how I felt. I've been okay. When I started in marketing branding, I have zero base. Okay. I told my boss, you need to hire me because I'm very passionate. And I can learn things really, really fast. And I'm very result oriented. That's where I get hired. I have zero base. Nobody wants to hire me. But I tell my boss, you should hire me. The reason not because of my resume, because of me, my characters, my passions. Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do as well. But unfortunately, in the media radio industry, they look at a piece of paper instead of what somebody's doing. And I wanted to
Oh.
get your advice, Joyce, since you're an entrepreneur and business owner as well. What advice would you give to those people out there, both men and women, who are looking to become an entrepreneur or switch careers? What advice would you give to them from your experience?
Okay. Number one, it's as an entrepreneur, number one, I can say you need to have passions. The passion is really important. And the passions is about helping people. It's about transforming people first. To me, it's about giving before you get. Because I always believe the more you give, abundance naturally flows in. To me, it's like you need to have passions. You not just passions, you need to have courage, and that courage can come from preparations. You need to have preparations. You need to study the market. You need to know your competitors. You need to know what are the niche specializations that you want to get in. You cannot target the general mass. You must have your niche audience.
Absolutely. And Joyce, how would you describe yourself as an entrepreneur, and how much have you improved over the years?
How would I describe myself as okay? I think I do. I do. Okay, I was not professional trained. Okay, I do a lot through self training, self observations in the room with the people that I mix, and I learn and I document every single thing that values that could value adds to my business, to anything about my life. I document it, and I will ask myself, if I were to do this, does it work? If not, should I do this? If not, should I ask a lot of questions to myself before I start a project. Yeah, I think to me everything is about preparations. You need to have preparations, you need to do the study, the research, and you need to be very strategic in your deployment, in your executions, primarily because if you are not strategic, you are aiming here A, B, C, D, and it can cost time, money, resources, and it can be really exhausting. So you do not want to do that. You want to have a plan. Always have a plan in place. It's not a perfect plan. It's all right.
The one word I wanted to use with you too, Joyce, is consistency. What career you go into, you have to be consistent, and you also
Yeah.
have to be willing to work hard, but you're also willing to take feedback and learn from your mistakes as well, and not to be afraid to step out of your comfort zone.
Right. Yeah. I think I always ask a lot of, because I know a lot of my friends are entrepreneurs, they are very successful, but I can tell they are not happy. There's a missing gap inside their soul, their mind, and their body. So I always ask them, instead of asking them, what is a success factor? Because success factor, everybody has success. I always ask, what is your failure? It's then they start sharing with me. They can walk in to their stores, to their shops, start shouting at people, screaming and demand, and a lot of people just leave. I think this is something that triggers me. You don't be a boss, you have to be a leader. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you got to learn how to be a leader. So to me, being a leader is like not giving motivations or inspirational quotes, is setting a systems. I always have a systems, a kind of system. What do I call that? A system, a SOP in place. I always have a system in place, and everybody got to follow through the systems. And the systems is just a systems, but you can tweak it to your own signature. It's just like my blow dry spa. I tell my, okay, you all follow through this because this leads to result. But at the end of the day, it's your own signature. You can add on a little bit more of your signature massage. You can add on a little bit here and there. It becomes yours. And when customers come and look for you, they look for you. So these are the things I always have a systems in place. Even for my house, I have such a big house. I have a systems for my maid, for the workers, so they can run it smoothly without calling me every day, without telling me these issues. They just know what to do.
Joyce, I know I switched careers during the pandemic in 2020. Did you
Yeah.
find there's more people becoming entrepreneurs and self-employed over in your part of the world in Malaysia?
Yeah, a lot. The pandemic actually impact a lot of people. It can be really detrimental, and the smart one will they start pivoting by going online, selling online, whether in Amazon, in Shopee, in Lazada, and they start. Those people who feel shy, they actually force themselves to talk, to sell online. I think these are I seen some of our staffs of friends, they actually pivoting towards this area, and they are not going back to their own current job. I mean, this is amazing. It's a struggle. They say it's a struggle, but it helps them to keep them afloat. During the pandemic, it was really difficult time.
For everybody, and that's where I found my new career, and that helped me get through the pandemic with starting this podcast talk show and booking guests too. And I wanted to ask you this, Joyce. You
Yeah.
already answered the one part of the question, and listening skills are huge, by the way.
Yeah.
Who were some of your early influences and mentors? Did you have any early influences and mentors?
When I was at school, I was always a prefect. I was always a monitor, and I was always wanted to be a head librarian. I wanted to be the head of every different sections. I think something that I enjoy and I like to lead. I want to feel become a boss, become someone to tell you, hey, this is the directions to go. So this is basically, but when it comes to school, I don't think I have much influence, but it's actually when it comes to my real work. I am really blessed. When I first started job, I was reporting to all the CEOs. Having said that, those CEOs are no nonsense, are not easy to work with, but you can see from their eyes they are full of fire, full of passions, energy driven. It's really contagious. It's really contagious to see them every day talking, okay, hey, where are we heading, what we supposed to do, all this thing. So I tell myself I wanted to be like them one day. So my honestly, my influence, I really like someone like Emma Great. She start from scratch. People like Oprah Winfrey, I actually follow them. I read a lot of her books, and I like people like Kim Kardashian. Yeah, people can say, she's a pretender, she's whatever. So, but she built a business. She is a businesswoman besides than just an influencer. I mean, I respect these are people. They actually work hard towards it. So basically, I have different kind of like I actually follow these people to get some kind. Sometimes, Chris, you need inspirations. It's not just about work. Sometimes, at times you are so blocked and you need inspirations. You start to learn from them. When I go to social medias, I only do two things. I know people scrolling, numbing around to check on friends. I don't do that, Chris. What I do, go on social media, I learned or I laugh. That's it.
Learn or laugh. That's probably good advice for everybody, and that's what I've been doing lately, is either learning or laughing or promoting my business,
Exactly.
using the social media platforms to
Yeah.
promote my guests like yourself, promote myself, promote my businesses,
Yeah.
and to continue to grow as a media personality, because I also do live in-person interviews too, not just
Oh,
virtual ones.
oh, that's nice.
Yes. So I love doing these virtual interviews, but I
Right.
also have learned how to do them in person, and also you have to think on your feet too. And as an entrepreneur, you have to think on your feet. You have to have a strong mindset. And also too, sometimes you're going to be told no, and you have to learn not to take no personally. To me, no means a temporary setback, and I use it as motivation to keep improving.
I agree. Yeah. Sometimes, when when it's like you're doing business, a lot of people will be giving a lot of comments. You have to base on your own intuitions. You have to base on your informations that you have and your intuitions to tell you this is the directions. A lot of people tell me, "Oh no, it's not going to work." I say, "No, I done my research. I know what I'm doing, and I'm going to try this out. If it fails, I'm going to pivot to plan B. If it fails, I'm going to pivot to plan C." So this is a lot of resilience, a lot of mental, So that's the reason why I need inspirations as well. Everybody needs inspirations around the world. I look at Emma Grade, I look at Oprah Winfrey, I look at a lot of entrepreneurs, Shark Tank, everybody, because I can learn something from that. I somehow somewhere you just that particular sentence, it kind of trigger you, and you can actually use that in your business, in your life. So these are the things that I'm doing every day. And also resilience, to have strong resilience is so important. As much as easy to say, to have resilience every day, to move towards to the front, it's not easy. I started this Lumira Circles. It's not launched yet. The platform is almost ready. So basically, it's for the women, like what I mentioned. It's very spiritual, mind, body, and soul. And we also it's also a space for the coaches, a space for the coaches where they come into. And when I recruit coaches, they have to speak from their heart. They have experience. It's not AI curated. So it's very, very important, because when I look through their modules and the programs, I know whether it's AI, I know whether it's self-written. And I thought AI definitely can help you as a coach, because to me, spiritual coach, you have to come from inside. It's not teaching a guide. How would I say? It's not a guide like step one, step two, step three. A spiritual coach is a very different type of coach. So I want them to embody it. I want them to make sure they actually practice it on their own. Otherwise, otherwise you're just a coach that curate from AI.
Do
So
you
yeah,
Oh, Joyce, I was gonna ask you this. I know AI is huge over here in North
yeah,
America as well, and probably the world. Do you find AI is kind of shrinking the workforce in Malaysia now as well?
it is, and I always it is a lot of people's streamlining their companies to, like, one person's, you can actually do 5 jobs a day with AI, and a lot of things can be automated. It's so much easier, so much easier. And what is lacking is the skills worker right now. I always tell myself, you guys have the skills, and the skills is yours forever, and nobody can take this away. AI can't take away at the moment. So take pride. Sometimes my girls was telling me, oh, the family was looking down on me because I'm a hair therapist. I look at them, I'm like, excuse me, this is a skill work, and it's most demanding right now, and you should take pride of it. Yeah, AI is taking up a lot of others people's job right now. Seriously, it's every companies is shrinking, and they are only putting their best productive staffs inside there. So AI can take up a lot of things. I don't have to hire right now a lot of staffs. Instead of like hiring like marketing, 10, I only have 3 right now to work with me, to strategize, to talk about the directions and the executions. So it
Joyce,
does.
it is like AI has its good things, but it is also shrinking the market too.
It does. It does. A lot. A lot. Everywhere. I believe that.
What, in your opinion, you mentioned the word coach. In your opinion, what makes a good coach?
To me, a good coach is someone who who is teaching from their heart. It's really important. They teach from their heart and they want to help people to transform their life. I told them my program, my platform is not narrative talking. It's not inspirations. It's not motivations. It's about a tool, a methodology that you have been practicing every day. You embody yourself and you see the results. And the tools don't have to be like 1 hour, 2 hours. The tools can be 5 minutes. It helps you to transform. Day by day, you evolve and see the progress.
Joyce, when did you make the decision that you wanted to switch careers into helping women transform themselves and from playing small and being belittled? Just thoughts. What made you get into Lumira Circle and wanting to help women transform themselves again from playing small and in some cases being belittled?
Because I speak to a lot of women. I'm a woman myself. I speak to a lot of women. In Asian women's, right? Particularly, we have a different cultures. We are supposed to be people's pleaser. We are supposed to talk the right thing. We are supposed to wear something proper just to please people, and that makes a lot of women unhappy. And also coming second is a social media pressure. People are seen to have the nicest body. People have seen to have the flawless skin. Everything seems to be perfect, and it makes them really small. It makes them that I am not good enough. I am not good enough. So these are the things, and because of the gap, because of the gap that I see a lot of women is like, they sometimes they are being betrayed by friends, and my own friends, they have their own business, they have money, and at the end of the day they're going to stop, and they say they are not fulfilled in their life. They are just not happy. There's just something missing. There's a hole missing in their mind, body, and their soul particularly. So that's where I decided to come in. Secondly, when I decided to come in was also a transitions, because my husband's business is stable. It's been 2 decades, and my daughter is in universities, and I only have one daughter. And I thought it is time for me to help women. Even when I have my own business, the first thing that I wake up every morning is, how can I help my staff to elevate their skills? How can I help my staff to promote their products confidently? Every day, my subconscious, and I document it every day, and I have a plan, I have a methodology, I have a framework to guide them. It's really imperative, important. It's not just walking in and talking. And because when you walk in and talk during your presentations, they can only absorb probably like 20%, and they got to rush to do their other jobs. So I always have my methodology, my tools. I put it there and say, whatever I'm sharing with you right now, you go back and read. Tell me back, what did you learn? And you'd be surprised. And I learn from them. They share with me customers, complaining about this. How can they improve? Customers having different type of issues. How can they improve? So we kind of learn from each other in a way. But, okay, yeah. What do you want to say, Chris? Sorry.
I was going to ask you this too. With your culture, do you find equality is starting to grow for women?
Sorry, come again?
And in your culture over in Malaysia, do you find the equality for women is growing?
Quality for women.
Equality, yes. More opportunities for women to be business owners, entrepreneurs.
Yeah, definitely. It's like in the Chinese, what do I call it? In the Chinese metaphysics, it's in period 9 right now. Period 9, women are kind of rising. Women are starting to talk, to speak, to have a voice. Unlike last time, you got to be very careful with your own words. You don't simply talk. So women are starting to rise right now. You can see a lot of women are actually entrepreneurs right now. So a lot of women are in the top management right now. And a lot of women, it's like they want to have their own own career. They want to have their own career, not just being a mom. A mom is a job that is required. It's also a passionate job, but they want to have something for themselves. Yes. Having said that, yeah, equality, we are talking more about equality. I think the Asian men are starting to understand respect about more about equality right now. You share job scopes, you share job scopes at home. Usually in Asian culture, women does everything. Everything. You are the mom, you're the wife, you're the maid. You are the workers, you're everything. So it can be really, really overwhelmed. Seriously, it can be really overwhelmed.
Joyce, I know this affects a lot of women, but it also affects men too, and I'm guilty of it as well. Just thoughts on people pleasing, and how can you get people to rewire themselves from being a people pleaser?
Okay, there are few. My case, you have to see in the context of who you talk to. I have friends who are open-minded. I have friends who are very sensitive. When she's very open-minded, it is, I will tell her what's my opinion. It is okay. You can absorb it first. If you felt that my values are different, it's all right because I respect the differences. But if you find a friend who is relatively sensitive, you got to be very sensitive with your words. Usually, I just I don't get involved. I put a stop, I pause, and I just walk off. So it depends on the context and the friends, with different kind of personality.
How did you come up with the name Lumira Circle and branding and marketing, obviously, and what if there were some challenges of becoming an entrepreneur business owner to start with?
Lumira Circle was like, okay, I've been thinking that for quite some time, how should I call it? It's a very spiritual mind, body, soul platform. So I came up with Lumira because Lumira represent luminous. It's kind of like giving people lights, clarity, awaken to become the best versions of you that you are not aware of. And the circle is kind of like, I'm talking about like no hierarchy. There is no judgment. uh you can just within your own circle, you can actually talk to yourself and say, okay, how am I going to do this better? How am I going to elevate myself to another level? So that's how I actually it takes some time for me to coin the word Lumira Circles, but I spoke to a lot of coaches and they really liked the name. They felt it's really meaningful, especially to the women's. It's light, it's clarity, it's about awakening your inner self.
How many coaches do you currently have?
I have 5 coaches coming in from US, from Canada
Wow.
recently. Yeah, I have a man, male, and I have Australians. I have from Switzerland. I have from Spain. Yeah, I guess in the Western country they are more tuned to this style of programs, but the locals in the Asians, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. Yeah.
Now, on average, how much is a session with a coach? Is the sessions with the coach done all virtually, or are they done in person as well?
Virtually, because they are in overseas. Most of them are virtually. When we do our productions, we'll send our productions team over there, and we do all the editings here in Malaysia. So I have a team doing all the editing parts. Yeah, but usually it's virtual. But what I'm telling them is when we have a Lumira Mastery Retreats events, this is where I can actually meet all of them. Yeah, even when I meet them virtually, I can sense their energy because these are spiritual coaches. I can sense their energy, their passions, and I mean, it's amazing to talk to many different type of coaches. And I also talk to coaches who are very much curated, so we got to reject them, unfortunately. Yeah, I talk to coaches. I bring in coaches who are deeply passionate about transforming lives. That's what I told them. That's number one. If you are coming into the platform just to make money, I don't think you're going to make money. If you come into the platform to transform people's life, I think it just naturally flows in abundance. To me, abundance is about joy, fulfillment, money. Money gives you the freedoms, which is really important to a lot of people.
On average, how long is a session with a coach?
It could be 1.5 to 2 hours. Yeah. 1.5 to 2
And,
hours.
and on average, how many sessions do people do? Do they do like 2, 3, 4? It just depends.
Yeah, it depends. It can be to and fro with the programs and the modules. I'm going to assess with my staff. Is that the kind of programs that we want to talk, we want to share, and it's a tool, and they have a tool. We're going to practice ourselves first whether it does work. Importantly, it got to work for us before you actually move out to the launched Lumira Circles. You got to move. So we practice their tools, their breathwork, everything. Then we say, okay, this is it. So there's a lot to and fro, and I think the coaches also trying to curate the best programs that going to work for the platform.
How satisfying is it being a part of helping women impact women's lives? And do you work with men at all, or is it strictly women you work with?
No, I will. The coach can male, can be female,
Okay.
men and women, both.
What are some of the reasons why women are feeling overwhelmed, insecure, emotionally unstable, and even dealing with jealousy and shrinking themselves to be small, from your experience?
Okay, number one, I think a lot of women are feeling overwhelmed was because in the Asian, partly particularly in the Asian country, a woman got to take the role as a mom, as a wife, as a businesswoman, or as a your professionals employee. That's a lot, many things on their plate. It can be really, really overwhelmed. You can drop, you can get depressions. So these are the things, being especially a woman ourselves, and being feeling insecurity. I felt that a lot of women, a lot of women are feeling insecure was because they don't have the skills. They don't know what they are supposed to do. They just don't have the skills. They don't know what they want to do, and they are feeling insecure. And sometimes you can see even friends trying to suppress other people's opinions just to elevate themselves to be higher. I think that's really, really bad. Jealousy, I see friends with jealousy. Honestly, I have friends who are jealous about me, which I don't even know why. It's just probably it's their insecurity. I don't fault them. Honestly, I don't fault them. It's probably just their insecurity.
Do you find bullying, belittling, and jealousy has increased with the internet and social media over the years and decades?
Definitely, yes. Yes, because one of the reason was because in the social medias, it's like moving so fast. Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone just putting their opinion there, but to me, it is fine to have your own opinion, but you have to respect the difference. You have to respect the differences because everyone come from different background, different histories. They don't come from the same background. So whatever their opinion post is based on their own experience, their own wisdoms. To me, there are a lot. Okay, you cannot stop people from belittle, from suppress. You cannot stop the external factors. You cannot stop your friends from how they treat you, but you can control yourself. You can tell yourself it's okay. Maybe they were talking bad about me because probably I'm relevant, I'm popular. You can start talking to yourself because probably they have insecurity. They need a lot of validations. You can start telling because you cannot stop them. But what we can do is we can control our emotions, and say, it's okay. Let them talk. It's okay. Let it be. When people talk bad about me, I say, let it be. It's okay. I don't get triggered by the external factor, primarily because I am so busy. I don't have the time.
Time. And I also find too, removing yourself from toxic environments, whether it's a toxic work environment, toxic
Yes.
family environment, or a toxic relationship. I
Yeah.
think when you get yourself out of a toxic environment, that can
Yeah.
help you. That can help your mental health and your physical health as well.
Right. Right. Your social circles, I always tell everyone your social circle is really important because they're going to make you or break you. Because,
I've Mine has
yeah,
shrunk. My inner circle has shrunk.
yeah, it's really important. Your inner circles, your good friends, they're going to support you when you win. When you're down, they're going to be there for you. I think that's really important. Likewise for your siblings, your spouse, your children, you just got to support, because life can really be hard. To me, I will always support people who is willing to evolve, to progress. I have seen people who was saying, complaining, but they are not changing. they
I
they
used to be like that. I used to be like that.
they blame other people. They blame, oh, this
Yep.
is this is it. But do you do a self-reflection? Somebody say, okay, you just put a self in a mirror and say, is it my problem or her problem? Chris, no one is perfect. I am not perfect until today. I'm evolving, I'm progressing, I'm working in progress every single day, and I learn from everyone. I learn from my mate a lot of times. So she's so good in doing housework. I'm not really good at that. I learn from my staff telling me, Joyce, this is a new scenario. I'm sharing with you the hair, the scalps. So I'm learning from them every day.
Joyce, since I've got you on here, do you have any
Mm.
plans for a book in the future or even your own podcast show? Because you're a natural on camera, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I was, Chris is just being so comfortable with you. You were saying that, it has to be natural storytellings about the
Yeah.
real me and about Lumira Circle. I don't intend to have a podcast right now. The main intentions right now is to launch Lumira Circles, is to find the quality coaches to be on board. And because that's a lot of work, and we are doing a lot of social media, we are spending a lot of marketing, advertisement dollars on that to make sure that it's going to work. And from that, we're going to start. There will be a plan B. Yeah. So currently, no, we are not doing any podcast right now. No.
Okay. Maybe a book in the future.
I have not thought about that yet. Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah,
thought I'd
not.
be on a
I hope one day, I can really share a lot of people, the journey that I went through, a lot of hurdles that I went through, more than a lot of hurdles that I went through. Fall, I stand up, I fall and stand up. And I try to say, you don't keep falling, because keep falling can be really detrimental to your mental, your
yeah.
energy. So I would want to tell people, don't move this way because you're gonna fall. I would say, try moving this way, that you can see gradually grow. So these are something that I want to share with people. I always say preventive measurements. Okay, you need to have falling can be really, really damaging. Honestly, can be very detrimental and very tired.
And you know what? For me, I've had a lot of successes doing this, but I've also had setbacks, and you have to learn how to deal with the setbacks, because in life and in business, things aren't always going to go your way. So you have to try to keep an even keel and also not take things personally either. So I'm still a work in progress on that.
Yeah, don't take things personally. Serious. I mean, it's easy said and done. People will talk, people will bully. You cannot stop the society from talking bad about you. You cannot stop society from criticizing you, but you can have control on your emotions by aligning your mind, body, and soul, by having an intentions and purpose when you wake up. I think that's more important. You can't run away. The world can be really hard, but it depends on how you actually take it, and you don't react to it. You step back, you move away from toxic environment. I have good friends. If I think the opinion is different, I share my opinion. If she
Yeah.
take it, it's okay. If she doesn't take it, it's okay as well. It is okay, because this is not business. We are friends.
Yeah.
But when it comes to sensitive friends, no, I'm not talking at all. I just I just walk away.
I find on social media, if people share their opinions and they don't agree with you, they insult you, they bully you, they
Yes.
belittle
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
they harass you, and that's ridiculous. It's like
Yeah.
everybody has a right to their opinion, and you don't have to
Right.
agree with it. I've had guests on my show that have said stuff that I don't necessarily agree with, but this is an open platform, so I want all my guests to come on here to share
Right.
their experiences and stories. Doesn't mean I always have to agree with them, but this show is a very open show. And as we wrap this show up in a few minutes, Joyce, I wanted to get your thoughts on this. Do you find empathy and communication skills and listening are shrinking in today's societies?
Certainly. People are Nowadays, people are always on the phone, always on the social media, and listening, the short span is getting shorter and shorter. Empathy is shrinking, honestly. Listenings are shrinking every day. That's what I always tell. Everything is shrinking, but you should not be shrinking. Your mind, body, and soul should be growing in capacity. That's all you can. That's all. Everything is shrinking. There's no empathy. It's really talking about kindness, compassion. I think so. The world has changed, society has changed, you see.
Yes.
So you have to evolve with it. You can't blame social media. You can't blame the new era. You got to evolve it. And I evolve it through my, okay, you can criticize me. I'm actually all right. But the criticism, if it's a valuable thing, I'll take it openly and I change it. But the criticism is there's no value, I'll just throw it away. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to criticize you back. I'm going to attack you. I'm not going to react. So these are the things you yourself, you have to be like aligned in your mind, body, and soul. You have got to regulate your nervous systems. You got to grow your capacity internally. So you got to grow. You got to have empathy for yourself. You got to have compassion for yourself. You got to be kind for yourself. You got to be self-loving. I always tell myself, you got to be kind for yourself. You got to have a lot of self-love, because nobody can give you self-love more than yourself. Because in order to give you love, in order for you to give, you need to have the kind of self-love inside you before you could give to other people, to the rest of the world. I mean, Chris, this is just my belief. I've been embodying, I've been practicing. I see my staff are practicing. I say, don't expect love from your partners, from your friends, from your families. It can really be you have that expectations. And when they feel you, it's a huge disappointment. Why don't you start from yourself or working on yourself? Every day, work on yourself.
Self-love.
Yeah,
Self-love.
don't get triggered. Don't have expectations from other people. Expectations set high on yourself. You know what you're doing. You don't expect other things, and that's where you can start giving more to a lot of people. It's just like your podcast. I've been listening. You've been giving a lot of value add information, teaching people. The coaches are teaching people. I'm actually learning. Some of the points. Some
Wow.
of the
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, some of the trigger points, those are the little things. That's why I say, when you go to a class, it's not about learning the full 8-hour sessions or the 6-hour sessions. It's just the trigger point that you need, that triggers you and say, hey, this is something that I'm learning and I'm going to practice it.
I say it's the little things too.
Yeah. I think to talk to yourself a lot is really important. To talk yourself positively, to evolve, and a lot of people tell me, oh, you are 50 years old, okay, you should be like leading a good life, I say, come on, these are all bullshit. I've been working my entire life and I
Yeah.
enjoy working. And currently I'm working at a pace that it's a lot of fulfillment. the business is a lot of fulfillment. It's a lot. It's like a different ball game from the last time that I'm using. Last time when I worked, it was really tired, exhausting. It's like keep chasing, but currently it's so different. Every coaches that I talk to, they want to join my platform. I am so blessed and I am so grateful. But we have to assess their qualifications, their module before we actually take them in.
And I hear too, you're 53, you should have stayed in your other job. My other job I was thankful for. I did it
Right.
for almost 25 years, but at the end I was miserable. I was having anxiety attacks. I was calling in sick. I was stressed out, and it just wasn't my passion. And I know money's important, but I was complacent and I was miserable, and I love doing what I'm doing. And everybody says, "Oh, it must be nice to work at home and talk to people." I'm like, I put in more hours for this career than I did when I have a corporate job where I was looking at my watch and working 8 to 4.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the reason why I always tell the new generations what you see on social media is a lot of hard work. Because my good friends, her daughter is a influencer. She's doing so well. She works 16 hours a day. It's a real hard work. What you see in 8-second reels, it's a lot of hard work behind. It's a lot of planning, executions. So that's the reason why cause a lot of social media pressure. I always tell people, you go to social media, either you learn or you laugh.
Yeah.
Don't scroll on your friends' lives. You can just like, but don't waste your time. Your objective going to social media is to learn. You get to learn a lot of things on social media.
Learn, laugh, and promote your business.
Yeah, that's right.
So before we wrap this up, Joyce, I could probably talk to you for 2 or 3 hours, but
Exactly.
I want to play a little video clip from your YouTube channel. How can our audience subscribe to your YouTube channel?
Okay, it's at the. I have it's Joyce Chua official Linktree. I started all this from zero base, and I just started this, and I get a lot of comments, especially on TikTok. Amazingly, there are a lot of TikTok followers. From 0 to 500 over. Just started about 30 programs. You can actually join me on Joyce Chua officials. I can send you the link hint.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're gonna play this video right now. It's called the quiet signs you're out of alignment. And
Yeah.
let me know if you can hear the audio, because I'm the audio guy too. So just let me know, and if not, we'll fire the audio guy. I try to
Okay.
be I try to be funny. That's why I'm in media. And I don't have a face for TV. I have a face for radio.
Oh, wow.
Just 1 second. We're gonna play this clip right now. Everybody,
Sure.
make sure you subscribe to Joyce's YouTube channel, like I have as well. We're just gonna play this little clip from your YouTube channel right now.
Do you feel like your mind wants something but your body feels completely different, while your soul is quietly nudging you in another directions, and then suddenly everything just feels not right? If you ever feel that, here's what's reality happened. You are out of alignment. Take a moment and ask yourself, which part of me am I ignoring right now? Is it your mind that needs clarity, your body that's asking for a break, or your soul that just wants you to be really honest? Because alignment begins the moment you listen, when you stop forcing and start noticing what feels true for you. Here's the simple solutions. One small check-in a day, that's all it takes. One moment to pause, breathe, and ask, what do I need right now? Alignment isn't a big dramatic change. It's a daily reconnection, a gentle return to yourself over and over again. Do you feel
That clip was courtesy of Joyce Chua's official YouTube channel, so please subscribe. And Joyce, thank you for letting me play that clip. Just thoughts on that clip?
Right. Chris, I cannot hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Chris,
Just thoughts on that video about alignment and the impact content has impacted your business with TikTok, YouTube, and all these other platforms?
Okay, I think a lot of people realize that uh, alignment is really, really important when the first thing they wake up. Uh, I got like some comments saying from the TikTok saying that they didn't realize the alignment is so important. Talking to yourself is so important. Feeling how do you feel today is so important. They were thinking about talking to friends, talking to their mom, to their dad, to their partners. They say it doesn't help them. But when they start talking to themselves, they felt they have an answer. They know what they want to do next. So that's their feedback coming back to me. Is like alignment, talking to themselves, how they feel today. Do you have a purpose? Do you have intentions? It's it's kind of like universal energy, the mind, body, and soul. You are aligned, you are grounded on earth, and you tell yourself, who do I want to become? It's like, Chris, you want to be a podcaster. You never realize that you are such a great podcaster. So this is something that kind of like give them a trigger mind. It's like, who do I want to be? What do I want? How do I want people to treat me? What type of friends to come into my social circle? These are the things you are starting to ask yourself a lot of questions.
And for myself, I do believe my former career in security prepared me for this, because when you're in security or policing and law enforcement, you have to learn how to think on your feet. You have to learn to communicate with your lips, and also listening. Listening skills in any career is just as important, if not more important, than talking, especially with your clients and my guests. It's huge to listen to people,
Right.
listen
Yeah.
and learn.
Yeah. Listen and learn. I think it's important. Yep.
Joyce, as we wrap this show up, this is a new segment on my show. It's called Ask the Host CDP a Question, and put me on the hot seat as we wrap this up.
Questions to you. Okay. This is my first time talking to you, Chris, and I wanted to know, because you started this podcast about 5 to 6 years back. Am I correct?
6 years in March
6 years.
2020.
So where do you see this business moving to another level? Where do you see? I mean, what is your visions? Where do you want to bring this podcast to?
I would like to either get back onto a traditional radio station, and if
Oh,
that doesn't work out, if that does not work out, I would like to get more advertisers and sponsors, and to
right,
continue to build this brand. You really don't have to be in a radio station anymore to broadcast. With the right laptop, the right internet, the right headphones, microphones, and with my ability to be able to connect with people across the world, I don't see why I can't continue to grow my own business and my own brand without
right.
having to go into traditional radio. So I kind of just love doing what I'm doing. I'm very passionate about this. This doesn't feel like work. I put in a lot of hours with this, just like with your business, but it's
Right.
not really work when you have a passion. And I really enjoy this, and I learn something new from every single guest that comes on this show.
Yeah. I mean, it's really great, Chris. It's like I felt. I think it's like when I talk to you, I think you are such a humorous guy. You joke a lot. You make someone coming in to feel so comfortable.
That's my job. That's my job.
It's so curated. It's just like something that we share,
Yeah.
based on our experience, based on our wisdom. This is something that I prefer. When you things are so curated, it's good, because I have a podcasters inviting me a lot of list of questions. I say, can we do something more easy? But
Well,
yours is really easy. Seriously, it's so easy. I can just speak, like Chris, I can really speak to you for hours and
yes.
hours.
And that's my job, is to make my guests comfortable and to open
Yeah,
up. And I do believe my career in security prepared me for this, and I just love doing this. And I've had guests on as young as 18 and as old as 80.
oh,
Like, I've had guests as 18 at to 80 years old. So my show is very diverse. I love sports, but I also like to learn from other cultures. I don't want to be known as a one trick pony. I want to be known as this gentleman is versatile. Like I can do many things. I might not be the best at
Okay.
everything, but I just love doing the show, and I really want to continue building this. And I've had guests on from 10 countries around the world, and 71 countries around the world listen to this show.
Oh,
So
amazing.
I'm very lucky, and it's the guests like yourself that make a great show, by the way. And I just love doing this show, even though I'm now only 5'5".
I am really, really, I mean, I'm really happy, to be part of the podcast. And I mean, I just started this Lumira Circles. Even it's not even launched yet. So you found me and you invited me. It's such a great honor. I'm really, really grateful. Just hoping that, Chris, if you ever come to Malaysia, just give me a call. I can always bring you to the best food in Malaysia.
And if you ever come to Canada or Toronto area, please let me know as well.
I would love to. Yes.
Absolutely. I would like to do more traveling in that as well. And maybe even do an in-person interview with you one day.
Sure. Why not? Yeah.
I have one of these little tiny microphones I got from Amazon. I plug
Right.
it into my Samsung Galaxy phone, and the quality is amazing. This technology is just amazing nowadays.
Yeah, it is amazing. With the technology, AI, everything is amazing. Seriously, I learned so much. Last time was really, really hard, even coming up with framework, everything. Now it's so, last time when I started marketing, everything is from scratch. You write on your own, every ideas, every single thing. Oh God, but now AI is like pop. Everything comes up. So
Yep.
long you know how to ask questions, so long you know how prompt. It's kind of like prompt engineering. You know how to ask the right questions, they come up with the answers for you.
Finally, Joyce, as we wrap this show up, how can
Yeah.
our audience follow you and Lumira Circle on social
Can,
media?
can I
Your
send you the link?
Yes.
It's,
I,
okay.
I have it down on the graphics as well. I do have your social media sites on the graphics as well, but just to promote your social media sites, website, and how can somebody who's watching this show or listening to it on audio contact you if they're interested in being part of Lumira Circle?
Oh, okay. They can. Okay, it's true. It's true. You can send through email. Joyce@lumiracircle.com. For telephone number, usually I only give once I get to know you. It's through email. Email is the best, or through the DM through the Instagram or TikTok. This is where my team will actually pick it up and reply back to you.
And I'm just going to put the link on here right now as we wrap the show up.
Sure.
If not, if this doesn't work, just 1 second. I think it did work. And let's see. I've got the link right up here right now, everybody, from Joyce. And you can check out your website is joycechuaofficial.com. And you're also on Linktree, I have down here as well, and also on TikTok. And are you on Instagram by any chance?
Yes, we are in all the social media platforms. We are Instagram, in TikTok, and Facebook, and YouTube as well. Yeah, the link tree will be able to lead you to all the social media platform. You can just DM us in any of the platform. My team will actually pick it up and reply back to you.
Well, Joyce, I want to say thank you so much for giving us over 70 minutes of your Saturday afternoon. It's now Saturday morning here. It is 12:21 a.m. here.
Oh,
So 12:21 a.m. midnight here. So I got to go to bed soon. But it's what 1:21 for you in the afternoon. By the way, as we wrap this show up, what's the temperature right now in Malaysia? Right here, it's about -20 with the wind chill.
it's
So
about
minus
now
21.
32.
32 Celsius.
Yes.
So that's about 96. That's almost 100 degrees. That's in the 90s. Wow. So you're in the 90s. You're in the 90s and I'm in the -20s.
Oh wow, that's different. It's hot and humid.
Wow. and we're in the middle of winter here right now. We have about 2.5 feet of snow. So I haven't been able to walk as much this winter because of our snow, but I've been
Right.
doing a lot of snow shoveling, and snow shoveling is good for your cardio, but you don't
Yeah.
want to overdo it as well. So, but yeah, we've had enough snow on that. So, but hey, Joyce, I want to say thank you for coming on here tonight, my 659th episode, and continued success in your career. And you have an open invite to come back on my show or my other talk show called
Thank you.
the Small Talk podcast, where I do a show with my co-host Marlene Sharp from Los Angeles, California, and we do that show once a month, and we talk to people from different parts of the world and in the entertainment industry as well. So if you ever want to come on that show, please let me know, or come back on here again in the future.
I love to.
Well, thank you so much, Joyce. And give me a little bit of time before I go to bed, and I will send you the video link, the audio link, and some reels and clips. And if you do want the full video, please let me know tomorrow, and I'll try to send it to you tomorrow night through WeTransfer. WeTransfer basically shrinks the
Yeah.
file. And oh, you know about WeTransfer then?
Yeah, we do a lot of WeTransfer, a lot of audio, a lot of big files. We actually use WeTransfer. Yeah.
It comes in handy, doesn't it?
Yeah, amazing, right? I mean, with all these tools.
And by the way, I might be on a internet radio station very soon in Niagara
Oh,
Falls. So once that's confirmed, I will definitely be sending this episode to the radio station, and I will send you the link to the radio station when it airs on their station at some point as well.
thank you so much. Thank you. Amazing. It's like more things coming to you. To me, Chris, you're just a natural podcaster, seriously, and
Thank you
you're
so much.
multi-talent.
It's the guests that make the show, and I'm very lucky. And I'm just using the naysayers, the skeptics as motivation, because the best form of revenge is success in any career you're in. And you're going to get that.
Exactly. Yeah. Totally agree with that.
Well, enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon in the 90+ degree temperatures, while I'm shivering here in minus 21 Toronto right now. But our summers here are hot and humid too, by the way. So we get a little taste of everything here. But hey, Joy, thank you so much for doing this. And we will be in touch very soon. And I will have the show ready to go on 21 different platforms. And hopefully I can help make you even into a bigger star.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you so much, Joyce.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Have a good afternoon.
You too. You got to go to bed.
Yes, for sure. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye, Chris.
Bye, Joyce. All right, everybody. That wraps up season 12, episode 54, overall 659. Brought to you by our friends at Barry Cullen Chevrolet dealership here in Guelph. And I want to say special thank you again to my guest today, Joyce Chua. She is the founder and owner of Lumira Circle, and within marketing and business sales and leadership for 25 years out of Malaysia as well. So thank you so much to Joyce for coming on here today. And my next show, I have another show coming up, guys. The next Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk show, brought to you by BarryCullen.com, is going to be on Monday, February 9th at 12 p.m. Eastern with special guest. Her name is Mahalia Long. She's a 23-year-old journalist, storyteller, former collegiate basketball athlete whose passion lies in telling meaningful stories. Malaysia is the founder of Long Story Shorts TV. So we're going to talk to her about being the founder of Long Story Shorts TV and a little bit about her collegiate basketball career and maybe a little bit about Super Bowl 60. I really should have been there this weekend for Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara, California, between Seattle and New England. But for my own personal reasons and personal safety, I elected not to go. So I will be watching Super Bowl 60 this Sunday, February 9th, Sunday, February 8th, 6 o'clock, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California, between the New England Patriots, who are going for their 7th Super Bowl, against the Seattle Seahawks, or who are looking for their 2nd Super Bowl, and CDP's Super Bowl 60 media predictions, and I'm always right. I've got Seattle winning Super Bowl 60, Seattle 27, New England 24 in overtime. That's Seattle 27, New England 24 in overtime. And Sam Donald will be the Super Bowl MVP. And I think it's going to be a good game. And I think it's going to come down to a field goal kick in overtime. Speaking of sports, the Detroit Red Wings are now off for the 3 weeks with the Winter Olympics starting in Italy as of today. And the Detroit Pistons tonight. The Pistons rebounded from a stinker last night where they lost to Washington at Little Caesars Arena. The Pistons tonight, without Jalen Durant, destroyed the New York Knicks. They cooked them 118-80. So the Pistons are now 2-0 against New York this year, 2-1 against Boston. So 4-1 against Boston and New York. And to me, Boston and New York and Detroit are the top 3 teams in the NBA. So the Pistons are now 38-12, 38-12 for the 38-13. The Pistons are 38-13, and the Pistons' next 4 games are on the road, including a road matchup with the Knicks next Thursday night at Madison Square Garden. So again, I hope everybody enjoys Super Bowl 60 this Sunday, February 8th, 6 o'clock kickoff, pregame at 12. The game is on Fox with Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady and Aaron Andrews. And I really do see Seattle winning Super Bowl 60, 27-24. And I want to say thank you to my guest tonight, Joyce Chua, the founder of Lumira Circle, for coming on here tonight as well. And again, I hope you guys can join me this Monday, February 9th at 12 p.m. Eastern with Mahila Long, and she'll be on this Monday at 12 p.m. and hopefully I won't butcher her name, so I'm going to practice that as well. So I'm really looking forward to having her, Mala Haley, on Monday. So, and also, guys, I want to say thank you to Barry Cullen Chevrolet for sponsoring this show as well. And again, if you're looking for winter tires or you want to get your battery tested, check out the Barry Cullen Chevrolet dealerships service department. Greg, Sarah, or Lisa, they can help you with finding good quality winter tires, and also get a free 12-volt battery charge test with these winter conditions here in Ontario. And if you happen to need a new battery, they'll give you a $20 instant rebate as well. And they say batteries, normal car batteries in gas powered engines, usually last between 3 and 5 years. So if you're in between 3 and 5 years, it wouldn't hurt you to go down to Barry Cullen Chevrolet for a free 12-volt battery charge test. And if you do need a new battery, you can receive a $20 instant rebate too as well. And I do believe they use AC Delco batteries. As we wrap the show up, guys, the Cambridge District Humane Society on Saturday, April 11th, 2026, at the Cambridge Newfoundland Club, located near the Cambridge Humane Society at 1500 Dunbar Road in Cambridge, Ontario. It's having a prohibition speakeasy fundraising event from the 1920s. The tickets for this fundraiser are $75 per ticket, and you can help support the Cambridge District Humane Society. You can purchase tickets at cambridgehumanesociety.org or drop by the Cambridge District Humane Society at 1650 Dunbar Road in Cambridge, right across from the Newfoundland Club, and see either Kat or Zach, and they can get you a ticket there as well. The phone number for the Humane Society is 519-623-7722, extension 0. And again, hopefully we'll see you guys at this Prohibition Speakeasy fundraising event Saturday, April 11th, 2026. And again, it's a great cause for the Cambridge District Humane Society. And if you're looking to adopt a pet, check out the Cambridge District Humane Society right across from the Cambridge Center Mall, 1650 Dunbar Road. Go to their website, cambridgehumanesociety.org. All the pets that are up for adoption, their profiles and information are on there as well. They do wonderful work with getting our furry friends into good homes and good families as well. And there's some wonderful dogs down there like Bernie, Daisy, Christopher, and many other ones down there as well. Blue as well, and I believe Blue has been adopted. So finger crossed things work out with him and his new family and home tomorrow as well. So, and if you're looking to adopt, or if you're looking to volunteer with the Cambridge District Humane Society, go to cambridgehumanesociety.org, fill out the volunteer application form as well. And as with the Cambridge District Humane Society, you can't buy happiness, but you can adopt it at the Cambridge District Humane Society. So please consider helping them out, and hopefully we'll see you at this prohibition event on Saturday, April 11th, 2026, again at the Cambridge Newfoundland Club at 1500 Dunbar Road in Cambridge, Ontario. But as we wrap the show up, guys, I had the pleasure of being on a media Zoom call with the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame the other day, thanks to Scott Crawford, the director of the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. And they just introduced 6 new people to their class of 2026, including former Blue Jay legend and World Series champion Devon White, and Montreal Expos pitcher and LA Angels executive director Bill Stolman into the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. So I wish Devon White, Bill Stolman, and the entire class of 2026 congratulations. And the class of 2026 will be introduced into the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame at 386 Church Street South in beautiful St. Mary's, Ontario on Saturday, June 20th, 2026. The event is free to people. And for more information on the class of 2026 or the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame, go to baseballhalloffame.ca, baseballhalloffame.ca, and tell them Chris Palme sent you as well. Scott Crawford is the director of operations with Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame, and Lindsay Earle is one of his assistants, and she does a wonderful job down there as well. I want to say thank you to everyone for watching the show tonight on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, X, Instagram, and thank you to everyone listening to this on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Good Pods, and wherever podcasts are available. So thank you to Joyce Chua for coming on here today from Lumira Circle, and looking forward to my show on Monday with Mahaley Long from Long Shorts TV, who I met through TikTok as well. So Monday at 12 p.m. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Stay warm and enjoy Super Bowl 60 between the New England Patriots, Seattle Seahawks. And again, I've got Seattle winning 27-24 over New England in overtime, and Sam Donald will be the MVP. And if you are in the Cambridge, Kitchener, Waterloo, Guelph area, and you're looking for Super Bowl deals, check out Cipriano's Pizzeria, 22 Queen Street West in Cambridge, Ontario. Cipriano's Pizzeria.ca as well. A shout out to them as well. Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening to Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, hosted by Chris Palme, myself, and brought to you by our friends at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership. Have a good night, everybody, and again, enjoy Super Bowl 60, and we'll see you back here Monday, February 9th at 12 p.m. Eastern.